Hello and welcome to the Arc Game Code channel. My name is Mike, and this is episode 1 of the Madden 09 All-Madden Cupcake Challenge featuring the Miami Beach Murder Hornets. If you aren't familiar with Madden 09 Cupcake rebuilds, here's a quick summary. There was an outstanding feature in Madden 09 that allowed you to create teams and choose their team type. One of those types being Cupcake. Now you've got Smash Mouth, strong defense, balance, all Madden, right? A great team. Cupcake was one of those options, and if you're guessing at home, it's an awful team. Top to bottom, an awful team. I'm going to go ahead and reset the roster right now, so I haven't seen these players yet. I'm familiar with how the team is structured, but things do change when you reset them. For example, heights, weights, certain abilities, and skill sets. I've been watching a lot of Mr. Hurricane's rebuilds for quite some time now, and a lot of these ideas have stemmed from his Awesome Venom rebuild. If you haven't checked it out yet, go to his channel. He makes fantastic content. It's a great watch, but again, he does the Cupcake rebuild as well with the Awesome Venom. Now, my goal for this series is to try and beat the computer in All Madden with a Cupcake roster that has only one off-season of growth. In addition, there will be a series of decisions to make, and I'd like you, the co-GMs, to give your input. I'll read each of your comments and use your feedback to make those crucial decisions. Now, I chose Miami because they play in the same division as the New England Patriots, the best team in the game, right? Offense is almost maxed out, defense isn't too far behind. As an added challenge, we have loaded the Boston Bulldogs with an all-Madden team type. A perfect team as well. We are in their division. We are terrible. Miami Beach Murder Hornets, awful in almost every category. We're going to turn injuries off to start. 7 minutes, I feel, playing is an appropriate amount of time. Injuries are off so that we can't sign a free agent due to injury. They will be on when we play the games. Now, a quick look at the jerseys here. Home uniform looks decent. Here are the aways. Not bad. It's a solid uniform. It'll get the job done. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the team. Vernon Shade, pretty cool name. He's got 81 speed, 85 acceleration, which is carrying 67 carrying. That's pretty awful. Injury, 81 injury, not too bad. So that's a rough start. That doesn't help all that much. Chester, Harry, 6'1", 194, not bad. 63 speed, low acceleration, 70 awareness isn't terrible. 63 carrying, 69 catching, pretty bad. Also, 88 injury, which isn't too terrible. Alan Avery, 71 injury, I don't know. 70 catching, 72 speed, pretty bad. Cade Branch is probably our best player to start. 57 speed, 70 awareness, 71 catching. Even the blocking stats are pretty mediocre. 64, 67, 70 injuries. So wow, off to a pretty rough start here. Timmy Starks, love the name. 75 injury is okay. 90 strength is fantastic. Low speed. 60 awareness is not that great. 85 pass, 87 run block. If I can get a left tackle in the draft, I'll happily move him inside. I think it fits his skill set just a little better with that low speed. Benji Jefferson, Al Jennings, Jimmy Moore, Ronnie Radesky, Chris Hudson, 6'7", 334 at 74 overall. I like that. Ray Young, these guys won't be starters. We're going to move these guys around a little bit to find the best starting group. David Lewis, 6'2", 250. You've got Earl Hand, 6'4", 279. I like the size there. 83 strength, low speed, 77 awareness is great. 81 tackle, 96 finesse moves, 77 block shed. So again, 77 injury. That's a decent player right there. Due to the size, probably keep him at end, which sticks us into a 3-4, 4-3 so far. He won't be moving outside. 5'11", 288. Bernie Lincoln. All right, rough start at D-tackle. That's pretty terrible. 72 strength. Oh, man. That is 78 block shed. He might move out to left end, and we might be running 3-4. We've got no one at D-tackle. 80 strength for Lomas Hobbs. 63 injury. It's so bad. 61 block shed, because why do you want to do that? Not a great start at all. These players are worse than some of... Oh, 5'8", 208 at middle linebacker. 5'8", 208. 48 acceleration. Okay, so Mike O'Donnell. No, I reject everything about you. You might be a safety. There's nothing here. 57 injury. All right, Clarence Haynes. I like the size. It's 6 foot 198, 77 injury, 87 zone, 88 jumping, 62 awareness, decent speed. I like him as a free safety. I think he fits what I like to do there, which is zone, speed, jumping. I think we're going to move him there right now. Every time you move a player, change their position, they lose some morale. So Clarence Haynes, already one of our better players, and already not too pleased, but that's the price of doing business. Everyone here is just, it's your terrible team. You also got Sidney Dunn, kicker 6'2", 234. I mean, we'll move him to linebacker. He might be our best linebacker. 71 awareness is actually pretty good. 85 injury. Okay, so maybe linebacker for Sidney Dunn. That'd be a good storyline. All right, terrible team. I'm going to move these guys around for a little bit. I'll be right back. I moved some players around. We're going to have Benji Jefferson starting left guard, 71. Al Jennings moved inside to a 67. We also have Jimmy Moore, 69 at right guard. And then Chris Hudson, 6'7", 334 at right tackle. Of course, we've got our guy Timmy Starks at left tackle. Defense, it's rough. It's really bad. Bernie Lincoln, the 5'11", 288 defensive tackle is now at left end. I can't stand having someone who's 5'11", 288 at D tackle. Just doesn't make sense to me. And Jeff Norton's going to move too. I don't have enough guys right now. I did move David Lewis from end to outside linebacker, and I moved Mike O'Donnell from middle linebacker to safety, 5'8", 208. I just can't do it. That's just the height weight doesn't work for me there. Let's take a quick look at the Boston Bulldogs. They relocated from New York. We're the Jets. Wow, you're going to see a lot of high numbers here. Quarterback, they got 2 99s because why not just have one? 93 running back, wide receivers are stacked, the whole roster's stacked, right? So that's going to be our added competition with the New England Patriots. That'll be fun. I'm not looking forward to playing either of those two teams. We'll see if we can squeak out a win against someone else maybe. Now, as for scouting for the first year, we're going to only scout for 5 players. Sometimes you get 5, 10, 15, or 20. We're going to do the 5 to start. Yeah, they give us 10. That's fine. We'll take 5. Wow, the quarterback class looks kind of rough. Gene Hunter, he looks good. Fumbles, average injury, that kind of hurts. Good speed, 4.5, 540. We're going to scout him. Sometimes you get a better crop of quarterbacks here. We don't have that luxury. Chad Barnett is up next. He's good throw power, good accuracy. If he's sacked, he's going to get up. That's great. Good speed. So that's a good player. I'd rather have him than the first guy only because of the injury rating. Injuries are huge, obviously. We have to have durable players, especially at the quarterback position. Ernie Means up here next. Decent web. Will fumble. Kind of uninspiring. We'll see what the scouting report tells us come the draft. But against Ernie Means, doesn't look great. Jack Wooden, cool name. Decent throw power, good accuracy, and a bad injury report. He'll be lucky if he stays healthy through the preseason. That's not what we want to see. He will not be our selection anywhere in the draft. It's not worth it. Rondell Harvey, I believe. Rondell Hardy. One big injury, he'll never be the same. Good mobility, stands strong, accuracy suspect. So we'll set him to scout as well. We have to take a quarterback either first or sixth overall. There's no exception to that rule. I've done a bunch of these just to test it out, and you will not be successful if you don't have a quarterback who can throw the ball down the field. So first or sixth has to be a quarterback. The way this class looks, it might be at first. It's unfortunate because the 3rd round pick is going to be a star for this team, and a 6th round pick is a starter. A 7th round pick is a starter for this team. So if the more picks, the better. But again, you have to have the quarterback. A few notes about the draft. There are 4 offensive players I pretty much have to take to make this work. The quarterback at first or sixth. I have to take a decently fast wide receiver, someone who might be able to get behind the defense, who can get some separation. It's very important. If I can find a tight end with over 6'4" height and over 230 pounds. I can move him based on the rules to tight end. That's a huge benefit to the team. It's actually pretty tough to win without. For me, I like having that athletic tight end, and the one we got, I think it's 57 speed, so that's not going to work. So if I can find a tight end that has that size and speed, I can take him and move him in the draft. And then the last player, if you can get a wide receiver that has great carrying, throwing to the running back out of the backfield is huge. But it's incredibly valuable, especially playing from behind as much as we will be. So that player will be someone I'm also looking for. And then otherwise, it'll be pouring pieces into the defense. Now, the guys in the secondary that they give you, other than my terrible middle linebacker who's playing strong safety, all have great zone coverage and terrible man coverage. So as we build this team, that'll be something we have to consider. I personally like running a lot of zone based on the strengths of the team. So, a zone 4-3, zone 3-4, doesn't matter. I'm fine either way. It depends on the personnel and who we can grab in the draft. But one of those two, and of course we have Buccaneers and the undefeated Boston Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs win it, so that's disappointing. That's going to be our competition here moving forward. That's always fun. All right, as for the rules, rule number 1, no super simming. I find that the defense does strangely well, and the computer misses 25-yard field goals. So we're not going to do that. When we play a game, we're going to play it through, and I'm going to show you most of the plays. I'll probably skip some special team stuff unless it's interesting. Rule number 2, top-rated quarterback on the roster has to get released right away. We've done that. Our top 2 guys are Shane Orr, Zachary Blake. The guy they give you is a 76, solid first-round player. We don't have that luxury, so he's gone. Rule number 3, the only draft day trades allowed are as follows. Moving down from number 1 to number 6 for a 3rd and a 6th. Pretty bad value, but that's all we can do for number 1. And then moving down from number 6 for number 15 and another 3rd round pick. There are no exceptions to this rule, which means I'll have to manually sim each draft pick when I'm not on the clock. If you don't, the computer sometimes thinks you want to trade up and give a bunch of value for very little in return. So, not doing that. Now, in Madden 09, your draft picks were capped at 10. So doing these 2 trades will give you the maximum of 10 draft picks, but it's a huge risk as the top player is always the best. And we pass on him and draft a guy at 15, we're probably not going to win a game. So quarterback is crucial. Obviously, we're going to have to make a smart decision there. Rule number 4, there are no free agent signings unless and until we win a game. The exception to this rule is when we hire a coach. The coaches will come with 1 free agent each. One exception to that. If we do win a game, we can sign 1 free agent after that win, restricted based on his rating and our number of wins. So after the first win, the player has 69 or lower rating. That's all we can grab there. If we win more than 1 game by some sort of miracle, we'll cross that bridge. Again, it's 1 to 5 wins. It's a 69 and lesser rated player. And rule number 5, no unrealistic position changes. Self-explanatory. I'm not trying to cheese the system here. I can't put a guy who's 6'1", 194 at tight end because he's fast. That doesn't quite make sense. So we won't be doing any of that. We're going to try to keep the positions pretty reasonable. So those are the 5 rules to start. Now, to close out episode number 1, we have GM decision number 1, which is when I need you guys to give me your feedback as to the direction this team should take. And this decision is going to be which head coach becomes the head coach of the Miami Beach Murder Hornets. First, we have the fiery Jim Schwartz, who gives +2 to right outside linebacker zone coverage, +3 to middle linebacker tackling, and +2 to left outside linebacker hit power. Coach Schwartz brings 79 rated Stephen Tulloch with him from Tennessee to lead this defense, just as he did when he took over the Lions. Now, I'm a Lions fan. I like Schwartz. Thought he was a very good coach. I liked Tulloch. Thought he was a very good linebacker. So we're essentially going that route all over again. Tulloch has 80 speed, 85 acceleration, also 77 awareness, 85 tackling, 84 block shed, 90 pursuit, and even 70 zone coverage. 90 stamina, 94 injury are massive. So if you get Jim Schwartz, you also get Tulloch, who is a stud. He becomes the captain of the defense right through out of the gate. And then you look in the draft, find some other linebackers, grab someone else for the middle, add someone to the outside, will maximize those boosts. So again, if you go Jim Schwartz, you get Stephen Tulloch, and you get the stronger linebacker class. Up next, we have longtime Steelers defensive mastermind Dick LeBeau. Coach LeBeau gives bonuses of +3 quarterback awareness, +2 free safety zone coverage, and +2 strong safety tackling. I prefer man coverage, but obviously the players they give you with the Cupcake team, they ship with better zone. So Dick LeBeau helps all that, +3 awareness. They're all going to be better in their zone responsibilities. We can stay running a zone defense to our strengths. Obviously, our free safety is going to have even better zone coverage here. So I do like the Dick LeBeau option. I think it suits the few strengths of the team. And with LeBeau comes cornerback Joselio Hanson, 90 speed, 92 acceleration, decent awareness at 68, 87 man coverage, 84 zone coverage, and 90 injury. So the quarterbacks we get off the bat are all terrible. If we go the Dick LeBeau route, we also get Joselio Hanson, which gives us a solid player in the secondary. And then in the draft, of course, we can target other cornerbacks, maybe a strong safety, and really build the defense. So Dick LeBeau, I think, a great option. Third, we can choose offensive line specialist Rick Dennison. Coach Dennison gives +3 to right guard run block, +3 to left guard run block, and +3 to center run blocking. Most importantly, he is able to lure 83 rated Stacy Andrews to Miami Beach. The 28-year-old left guard ships with 93 strength, 82 pass block, 88 run block, 87 impact blocking, great strength, and decent footwork attributes, and 92 injury. So I love spreading the defense out and running up the middle. I think it's extremely effective. If they stay tight, you throw it in your fast guys on the outside. If they, go outside, you run up the middle. So a Dennison-Andrews combination would be extremely effective in doing just that. I think it's a good option if you guys go that route. Next, we have the legendary Tom Moore, longtime offensive coordinator for Peyton Manning, and he is interested in the position. He gives impressive quarterback boosts in the form of +5 quarterback awareness, +2 quarterback throw power, and +3 quarterback throw accuracy. And lucky for us, he's a big fan of young and promising 74 overall free agent Tyler Thigpen. Now, 74 overall, not great. Thigpen, not great. Not really a franchise quarterback, but he does have 79 speed, 80 acceleration, 80 elusiveness, 75 carrying, and 90 injury with 85 throw power and 80 throw accuracy. So he's pretty much about as good as someone you're going to take in the mid-first round, but he does give you that 90 injury off the bat, which is huge. I mean, the fact that this guy can stay on the field for the entire year, it's a big benefit to the team. If we go Tom Moore, we get Tyler Thigpen, and then we can use that first-round pick differently, whether it be trade down to 6, then to 15, and grab more draft picks. That's one option. Or you can stay at 6 and grab a stud. So if you get Tom Moore, you get Tyler Thigpen. It's a good option. Only downside is 80 accuracy, even 83 with Tom Moore as his coach is not great, and he will miss throws. But then again, you get to build the rest of the roster. Lastly, we've gotten a phone call from the franchise destroyer himself, Mr. Josh McDaniels. Now, in our case, we don't have any great players for him to alienate, so we're going to be safe. He provides boosts in the form of +5 quarterback awareness, +2 throw power, and +5 quarterback throw accuracy. Massive, massive benefits. He wants to find his guy in the draft and therefore will not be bringing a free agent to Miami Beach with him if we decide to hire him. So he demands that we draft a quarterback first overall. So if we hire him as the head coach, we cannot trade down. So again, amazing boost to the most important position on the field, but we can't trade down if we go with Josh McDaniels. So those are the options for GM decision number 1. I leave it up to you guys. Do we go with Jim Schwartz and the linebackers and Stephen Tulloch? Do we take Dick LeBeau and the secondary with Joselio Hanson? Do we go run blocking offensive line specialist Rick Dennison, who brings 83 rated Stacy Andrews? Do we go Tom Moore, legendary offensive mind? He brings to Miami Beach with him Tyler Thigpen. Or do we take Josh McDaniels and pick a quarterback first overall, no free agent, but massive boost there, and go and have a franchise quarterback to start this off? So the decision is yours. I'll leave this up for a few days. If I get any feedback whatsoever, I'll take that feedback, make those decisions, and the next episode will be signing those free agents, signing the coach, and the draft. So, as always, I appreciate you stopping by. Any questions, comments, let me know. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week.